What's going on, people? So, got this Logitech webcam. What's it? The Logitech Reach. This big old box over here. You can't tell, but this box is crazy heavy. It's like this thing is just like packed full of lead or something like that. It's ridiculous, right? And I mean, maybe it's not like the highest number of pounds or whatever, but maybe it's like the dimensions. Either way, when I went to go pick this thing up the first time, it was like I felt like I was like trying to pick up Thor's hammer or something, like it was just crazy. Whatever. So here's the thing, right? Some time ago, September possibly, Logic November. I don't know. We'll split the difference. We'll call it October. So a while ago, right? Logitech did one of these what do you call it, Indiegogo things, kind of like Kickstarter, but just a different website, saying, "Hey, we got this webcam. It's gonna be crazy awesome, and you should get it if you're like gonna be sharing content online. So it'll make things easier." And it made a whole lot of sense, right? So I was like, you know what? Let's try that out because why not? I do that from time to time, share some content or whatever, and having the right camera for it could make that a little bit easier. And this supposedly is going to be the right camera for it, right? I mean, it set me back like 270, so you would hope that it's going to be quality. Don't really know just yet. Got to get this thing out of here first. And there's that. All right. And now we just have another box. Flip that around a little bit. So there you go. That's kind of what things are looking like in there. So you'll have like this way. So you'll have this stand, like a little base as normal. And then you'll have this arm that just kind of goes like this or whatever. So that way you can kind of take the camera and move it into different positions. I do this. Oh, that's cool. We got a little carrying case on here as if you were going to walk around with this. That would be ridiculous, though. Hey, and there's EW1. What's going on, man? It's been a long time since we've crossed paths. How's the world been treating you? Things on my end have been fine. I mean, mostly my life is televised, honestly, with the social medias and such. So I tend to not leave a whole lot to the imagination. But in case you haven't been following along, and I don't blame you because it's a very boring story, things are good. Things are good. Okay, so let's go ahead, open this thing up. Turn that around a little bit for you. So, like I was saying, there you go. The camera, you got the mount, all that stuff. A lot of swivel action, whatever. So the thing for me, right? One of the things that they were showing off is, let's say you have like a desk with like, say some cards on it, whatever. I have some here that I have to open up these Marvel XLs, right? So you could have like the little top-down view while you're putting everything out there. It makes it a little easier, so you don't have to just like keep showing things to a stationary camera, right? Makes sense. So hopefully in execution, it also makes sense. But I'm about to find out, see what's all going on in here to do this unboxing thing. And why am I sharing this with the public? Honestly, just because I don't have anything else going on right now. This is where all the weight is. This base is freaking heavy. It's like one of those, I don't know, it's like something like a massive paperweight. Like it probably weighs about as much as this computer. And is that all that was in this box? Yeah, so it is. That's weird. All right. And then moving along into here. Easy way to get this out. It's going to be pretty good. It's been hectic with the kiddos being school. Wait, with the kiddos versus. I'm not sure what's going on. What are you saying there? What's hectic? So we got this arm here, and go ahead and pull this thing out. Got the webcam on the end of that. So there you go. I don't know if that's really going to focus, but that's the camera. Supposedly is 1080p, and I think it can do 60 frames per second. You'll obviously need a connection that's going to help you broadcast that. So, okay, I guess that's kind of weird. It has like a little snapping sort of thing, in like the various positions. And then it just kind of slides around a little bit. So, and then the camera piece does move a lot. So, okay, so far, I mean, it's a little much, right, as far as like spacing goes, but it should be worthwhile to have. But obviously the biggest thing is going to be how does this actual camera work, right? Because you can you can have whatever arms and bases and stuff and all kinds of mobility, but if the camera sucks, then the camera sucks, and that's no good. And this is going to be a USB-C extension cable, so that might be handy. And I got to see what else is in here that I might need. But you're supposed to be able to just kind of plug this in and go with it, which is the case for most webcams. I think this might actually just be empty. So let's see if I can open this up a little bit. Wait, what do you say? It's been hectic with the kids back in school and their sports activities. Oh, yeah, that is completely understandable compared to what you had said before. Yeah, this is empty. There's nothing in there. All right, so let's see about getting this thing opened up. You know, I mean, and I can't relate to that. I'm gonna have to put this thing on that overpriced scale I bought the other day and see what it comes in at. I say overpriced only because, like, you ever buy something because it does the feature that you want, but it also does like a bunch of other features. So I bought that scale, right? Because I just wanted to know, like, you know, body fat percentage, because like it seemed like something I should keep up with, I guess. Not that I feel like I'm in need of like having to like lose weight or whatever. I think I'm good, but you know, curiosity, right? If I was a cat, I would be dead. So I figured I'll get this scale. You know, that's cool. It syncs with my phone or whatever. It lets me track stuff over time. Could be all right to, you know, have that. And then, you know, I did some review watching, or not watching, but reading to see what I should do. That's the one that the wire cutter leaned me towards, and so that's the one I got. Okay. And it looks like you got a base down there. Superfly Kick says, "What up, boss? Do we work together? Do you work for me? I didn't even know I had people that worked for me. That is, you would think I would know that already. Always the last to know. Need to do a better job of staying in the loop. But, you know, this thing does a great job of staying in here because like it just sat right in there. So that's, and again, you can't tell from looking how heavy this thing is, but whatever. And then it's got like the swiveling going on. So, okay, so far so good. Now, once I've plugged this thing in, there's a strong possibility that something might get disrupted because obviously this laptop is being used right now. Let's see, just move this thing back just a little bit. Is that where all the, actually that's not even the side that I need to use. So anyways, once I plug this in, hopefully it doesn't like break anything, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. It's a figure of speech. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I've been living under a rock for 42 years. But yes, how are you there, Mr. Kicks with a Z? Are things going on right in your neck of the woods? Hopefully they are. If they aren't, you know, I don't have anything to offer you to make things turn around. Maybe some advice of some sort if you got a question. I don't know, but probably not, honestly. Not much of a life coach of any sort. Let's see. I feel like this thing is going to be necessary in a little bit here. But anyway, so got this thing up and running. I can't really test this camera out right now or anything like that. I'll have to do that a little bit later. But for now, and then the thing is, I do want to use this for these cards unboxings later. So that's why I'm kind of getting this thing set up and whatnot now. Let's see. You look like it too, under a rock. Yeah, I know. This is what it looks like when you live under a rock. You wear Nike Dry Fit Advanced tank tops and matching Phenom pants. See that? The Nike Phenoms. Yeah, pretty nice actually. If you see them on sale, get them. If you see them for retail, wait for the sale. That's my personal opinion. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna go and try and get this thing all worked out. So far, I mean, it seems like it could be cool because on this desk I don't have so much space. But if I get this extension cable plugged in, I think this should actually work out if the camera is decent. If the camera is not, then this is all for nothing. And I don't know how how refunds work with like Indiegogo campaigns, because from buying stuff on there, you can't get anything straight from them like Indiegogo because it's not their stuff. You'd have to deal with Logitech. And I feel like part of the reason Logitech did their release in this way by putting it on the Indiegogo thing is because then they can just kind of like act like, you know, oh, we didn't actually sell you that, really. You know, they can pull that whole card Because if you buy something direct from them website wise, yeah, send it back, say it didn't work out, whatever, call it a day. So if this doesn't work out, I feel like I'm just screwed and I'm just out like 270. But if it works out, that would be fantastic. So we'll see what happens. I honestly am a little pessimistic on this. Just for some reason, that just seems like the side of the fence I should be on right now. But I'm hoping that it goes well. We'll see. So after I do this, I'm gonna probably, turn on an off-camera, not off-camera, offline live thing, where it's like private only and not everybody can see it, and see how this whole thing works out. If you see me back later on, like tomorrow or something, talking about card things or whatever with a better view, well, then it worked out all right. If you don't see that, it did not work out all right. So let's see. Just showing some support. You have a good day. BOSS, all caps. Ooh, he means it that time. You have an even better day. How about that? I'm not trying to one up you. It's not a contest, but I'm just saying. So yeah, I'm going to see how this thing works out. And if anybody has any questions out there, because again, this was just a real short unboxing. It only took 11 minutes according to that. If you got any questions for yours truly while I'm here, go ahead and leave them in the little comments thing or whatever, and I'll respond to whatever's in there. I try to, unless it's just ridiculous, in which case I just leave you with your own thing out there and just let you think about what you did. So I'm going to start closing this thing out. If you got the questions, you leave them in there and I'll hit you with some answers. We'll make a little exchange. From me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever's wherever you are. I am going to get this thing situated in a better way. Probably pull some stuff over here, go through this whole thing and see how it works out. Wish me luck, people, or don't. I mean, you have no stake in this, honestly. So I can understand if you don't care how this works out, but whatever. If you want to be kind, you can. But I get it. You got your own stuff to deal with. My stuff doesn't matter. So I don't see anything down there in the comments thing. I just needed to stall for just a moment to give people some time to like do a little typing or whatever. And since I don't see anything, that means I'm free to go. So thanks for the couple people that showed up to listen to this nonsense, right? I know it was not really worth your time, but hey, too late. It already happened. Later, people.